Sohcahtoa. Okay, so I'll just draw a line, and then let me draw a figure. Tell me what you see. What did you see?
A right triangle.
Thank you. So I just drew a right triangle, and in a right triangle, there are so many things that can be done with a right triangle. We can use Pythagorean theorem to get the sides of a right triangle. For example, I can say this side is 5. No, wrong. I can say this side is 3. This side is 3, and this side is 4. What would be this side? I can label this right triangle as A, B, and C. Then, since it is right triangle, what is this angle? This angle?
90 degrees.
90 degrees. Thank you. Then, if this is 90 degrees, that means these other angles has to be their acute angle. All right. Now, as far as Sohcahtoa is concerned, what that thing is saying is every triangle, as long as it is right triangle, it has the longest side. That longest side is facing the 90-degree angle. And that longest side is also, it has another name that is called hypotenuse. Then the one that is facing the given angle, granted that I say that this is 90, this is, I will say this is 60. Just granted that this is 60 degrees. I'm just making up a number. So, but generally, we don't really start with a given angle. We just use a general, symbol to indicate angle, and that general symbol is called theta. Theta. All right, so that general angle is called theta, like written in this way. So I can write this and call it theta. So now the given angle is the theta. Now the side that is facing the given angle is called opposite. Opposite. The other side of it, apart from the opposite, is called adjacent. ADJ. So the whole idea of Sohcahtoa is to establish a relationship between these three sides of a triangle. That's the whole idea. So now, as far as Sohcahtoa is concerned, S is called sine. Sine is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. And cosine is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. And tangent is equal to opposite over adjacent. You see? That's the Sohcahtoa. That's the Sohcahtoa we just had. If you like, you can write it this way. So, hold on. You can write it this way. So, Sohcahtoa. Any way that works for you is good. Okay, so now based on the triangle that we had, based on this triangle that we had, make sure you are taking notes as well. Based on the triangle that we had, if we say sine theta, sine of this very angle is going to be opposite of a hypotenuse. But what's the side of the hypotenuse? Let me just give you a number to be number 5. So we have 3, 4, 5. So opposite of a hypotenuse means sine. It means sine theta is opposite 4 over 5. Okay? And cos theta is adjacent of a hypotenuse. So cos theta is adjacent. Adjacent here is 3. Hypotenuse is 5. 3 over 5. And tangent theta, tan theta is, this side is opposite of adjacent. So which is 4 over 3. Which is 4 over 3. You see? So this is the idea. It's called trigonometric ratio. Remember, a ratio is one number divided by the other. That's what ratio is all about. True or false? How else do you write ratio? How else do you write ratio in mathematics? Like if I say ratio of boys and girls in Mr. Cable's class, how do you write it? Hello? Unmute yourself and respond.
Repeat that. What did you say?
I say, how else do you write ratio? If I say ratio of boys to girls in Mr. Cable's class, how do you write it?
With the 2 dots.
Yes, you
Like
can
that?
write boys dot girls.
Yeah.
Refraction.
You can write it as a fraction. You can write B over G. You can also write it B to G. You see? So in trigonometry, trigonometric ratio is written in terms of fraction. That's why it's called trig ratio. All right? So it is basically trying to explain how sides of a triangle, sides of a right triangle, how it is related to each other. That's the whole idea of trigonometric ratio. Does that make a little sense now? Hello?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Okay. So now,
Yeah.
like I said, this trig ratio is actually the main thing you deal with in trigonometry. The only reason why I have decided to, introduce it now is because you just mentioned it, and you mentioned it during the orientation, right? So that's why I'm just trying to mention it now. Other than that, that's the main topic. So under trigonometry, you have trigonometric ratio, you have trigonometric identity, you have sine law, cosine law, and all those type of things that are dealing with either triangle or they're dealing with circle. All right.